Hi, new teachers often tremble during the first week of school because of little knowledge on what to teach. However, with careful planning, your first week of school can be quite enjoyable. Here are three topics that you can implement at any levels in order to start your teaching journey. The first topic you should consider teaching is introduction. This is very normal for you to think about such topics because as a new teacher, you are exposed to new students. It's natural that you get to know your students. Start your introductory classes by introducing yourself. You can elicit the following questions from the students. Hello, how are you? What's your name? How old are you? And if you're dealing with teenagers or older learners, you may go as far as asking about address, like where do you live? What is your phone number? Can you write down your home address? So you can expatiate on the topic based on the level of the students. Introductory lessons are good warmers to start your first week at school. The next topic you should definitely think of is classroom language or classroom tools. This topic is equally broad and you may end up teaching these topics for 2 weeks. It all depends on the level of students. For those that are teaching younger learners, they may want to break this topic into two sections. Section 1 could be about classroom language and section 2 can be about classroom objects. This topic again is quite important because since you are an English teacher, you will be using vocabularies that are associated to things in the classroom, and you will be using classroom languages like classroom commands. So it's important for you to elicit the following classroom commands and classroom objects like stand up, sit down, open your books, close your books, jump, sit, etc. And you can equally make use of other classroom objects vocabularies like pencils, rulers, books, computers. So normally when you elicit all this information, it will help your learners to understand certain classroom vocabularies. By so doing, making your work much more easier because again, English is not the mother tongue of the students you're teaching. So teaching these two topics that I've mentioned helps to set the foundation of a successful classroom environment. And the third topic that you've definitely got to teach during your first week of school is classroom rules. As a teacher, it's normal that you begin your first week of school by implementing your classroom rules. Your rules are like your commandments. Let me use the word commandments because it tells your students what is expected of them in your class. You wouldn't want a situation where your students are very disruptive and you find yourself fighting to manage the class and control the students instead of teaching. This topic works well with older learners because they are much more matured and telling them what is expected of them is quite easier. But with younger learners, you may want to repeat this over and over. Most classroom regulations become effective due to spontaneity. That is, the teacher gets to talk about this every time for at least a month or two to help the learners understand. So again, you need to think of your level. If you're dealing with younger learners, start with your rules and regulations during the first week of school and make sure each time you have a lesson, you spend about 5 to 10 minutes to talk about these rules and regulations. Since they are younger learners, it's good for you to repeat these facts over and over to help them understand that, oh, the teacher wants me to behave in a certain way. So common class rules and regulation that you can implement are: 1. Speak one at a time. 2. Listen to the teacher. 3. Do your homework. 4. Take permission before leaving the classroom. 5. Respect each other. And you can expatiate on these rules based on the level of your students. If there are older learners, you can have up to 10 class rules. But if you're dealing with younger learners, you may want to limit the number of rules that you're putting in place because these are younger learners and they may not be able to retain high quantity of information. So perhaps you may want to think of 3 to 4 classroom rules and regulation. I hope these few topics helps you to prepare for the first week of school. Do not panic. These topics are natural. Almost every language teacher uses it. It will be very, very unprofessional for you to just start the first week by diving into the curriculum. Never do that. You need to lay the foundation of your class. And by laying foundation, you think of these 3 topics that I've mentioned. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe to the channel. See you next time. Bye.